think the main objective of the shoot is how do we make Lockie look bigger than what he is. So
how do we make Lockie look cooler?
Yeah, so we've got wide angle lenses which will stretch the body to make the upper body look bigger. Today we're talking about why I'm documenting this journey. 58 marathons in 58 days across 2 countries. So I'm running a marathon every single day in all 50 states of America and all 8 states and territories of Australia. Thank you guys for being back here. If you're just stumbling across these videos or vlogs for the first time, my name's Lachlan Stuart. Awesome to have you here. If you feel like this is going to be an interesting journey for you to follow, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Completing 58 marathons in 58 days is more than just the personal challenge and the challenge where I will be overcoming, I guess, physical and mental adversity. It's about inspiring other people to chase their dreams and seek their potential, creating some awesome experiences and memories with close friends, and doing something that no one has ever done. Attempting to run a marathon in all 50 states during winter and then crossing over to Australia has not been done. So I'm excited by the fact that this could be a world first. So something that really excites me is having all this footage and these videos to look back on when I'm older. I think life is really about creating and writing a story that we would want to read back. And I can guarantee you there'll be a point in my life where I'm old, don't have much to do, and I want to just watch some YouTube videos around things that I thought was cool, maybe found out wasn't cool, people that I met along the way, and experiences that I had. One of the biggest things that I learned, I rode 30 marathons in 30 days in 2022, and I didn't document it very well. So I wanted to change the approach as I attempt to do the 50 marathons. And today I'm going to take you out on the road as I have a videographer and I have my sister-in-law taking photos to capture content. I do a lot of my content myself just using a tripod and an iPhone as what you're watching on here now. But every now and then I'll pay a videographer and a photographer to grab some content of me just because it looks better on socials when you're using like a 4K or better camera and just having those photos for aesthetics. So it's something that I sort of float between because I just want to be real and raw and authentic, and I think a photo shoot is, but it also really grabs people's attention. So come along today as Nick and Emma get some content. I'll show you what it's like and I'll tell you more about why it's important to me. This is Nick. I'm giving some behind the scenes. So he's a cameraman today. What do we got? What do we call this?
This is just to make you look like you run smoother.
Alright, we've got a production meeting here. So we've got Emma, who looks pretty cool. We've got Amy, who looks that little bit cooler. And then we've got Nick, coolest. So production meeting, we're just working out what shots we're going to get. So the girls are going to be on the cameras. Nick's going to be on the video. So what are we thinking for when we get there? So when we get to the track, we'll get some driving shots.
Are you going to take some photos?
Yeah, I've got the other cameras on.
You can take the camera, I'll
Hey,
take that.
Nick, you lead. Don't pretend the camera's not here. I think the main objective of the shoot is how do we make Lockie look bigger than what he is. So
How do we make Lockie look cooler?
yeah, so we've got wide angle lenses which will stretch the body to make the upper body look bigger. So we'll use a 16mm lens for that.
It's going to have to be on the outside of the fish eye.
Yeah. Real fish. I can't work under this pressure. Find better people is the key takeaway. Why don't I'll just sit in the boot of the car.
Yep.
And we just drive around New Farm Park and we just film. If you wanted to, you could put a mic on and talk. If you wanted to have like a
Maybe do
motivation.
one without.
Yeah, one without. We'll just get some footage of you running like that.
Yeah.
And then I can hop out with the long lens and like sit between a tree or something and just get a couple other B-roll shots.
Yep.
I'm just gonna shoot in landscape.
Yep.
And just give you the 4K footage
And then I
you
can
can crop in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
How do you edit your videos?
Just CapCut or Premiere Pro.
But if you put it in as a landscape video on the thing, it will...
Yeah.
And then when we get to the track, we can do some more close-up stuff of you like sprinting.
Yep.
And then we'll do the drone, you running around the track, aerial.
Yep. And just some warm-ups and warm-downs and
Yeah.
yeah. Cool. So this is what it looks like in the back for these guys. I love it. One of the hardest parts about content is you feel like an absolute flog, don't you? Location number 1 done. Feedback, guys.
Yeah, got some great stuff, and now we're off.
Got a
to
lot of work to
location.
do when you're running. That's all I'm saying.
Excuse me, what?
Got a lot of work to do when you're running.
Well, lucky I've got 4 hours a day for 58 days straight
you
to
were
work
tough
on
and
it.
you only ran about 300 metres.
It's running about 20k now.
Yeah, that's like Usain Bolt speeds almost. just for a photo shoot. Imagine if I was racing. We are heading to location number 2. Nick's keeping us updated with the football. Score update, mate. What have we got?
We have the
Chargers versus
Chargers
Bengals.
versus the Bengals 7-3 at the moment.
Now it's stop number 2. We've made it to the track. Athletic Centre. Finished at the track. Thoughts? Pretty good.
Yes,
It's a lot.
fast and fuckable. Oh,
I see pride, I see power, I see a badass mother who won't take no shit off of
Lockie's got
nobody.
a
No, it was good. We Nick got a warning for having
two warnings.
too cool a gear at the track. So apparently here in Australia, we don't actually know what the reason is. One, no drones, but we got the drone footage. To be fair, I was nervous as all batshit.
To be honest, it's
I
always
don't-
easier to ask for forgiveness and permission.
Yeah.
And when we'd already filmed it, they come and said we can't use a drone. So I said, that's all right. We've
Oh.
already got it anyway.
But
And
that's
if
one
you're
of the,
making money, they want money too. So
Yeah.
that's why.
and if only I was making money out of it. But that's one of the benefits of having people do it for you and not doing it yourself. It's a lot easier. You can just go and run and they can deal with getting all the shots. So
I'm getting in trouble.
and getting in trouble, they deal with that as well. I'm just the innocent guy going, oh, they told me to run. So I hope you've enjoyed the video around getting some content and I guess a few key things that I look back upon that day that we didn't really talk about. One was making a plan. Obviously when I was filming it, we already had an idea of what we wanted to do and where we wanted to shoot and what shots. So I'd messaged Nick prior, just telling him what I wanted to get, the purpose of it. So I wasn't going to do necessarily any pieces to camera. It was more just B-roll that I could put over my YouTube videos and also my short form content. So we had that idea, and originally I wanted him to take me to the gym, and he's like, dude, it's super easy and phones are great now. So just set up a tripod there, just use him and pay for a videographer and a photographer to get shots that you necessarily can't get by yourself. So that drone footage and a lot of running stuff, especially the smooth running shots, whether it's from a bike or a car or a skateboard or whatever. So that's what we did, and I'm going to show you, well, you've seen a little bit of that running footage, but also having the photographer there, great for posts, great for thumbnails and all of that sort of stuff. So here are a few of the shots that we got, which is really cool. So if you're unaware of like pricing, obviously Emma's my sister-in-law and Nick's a really good friend, so they probably did mates rates for that, but not having any content made from the videography just cost me $275 for 2 hours of filming. Obviously that included driving, and normally videographers won't give you all the raw footage because they got to color grade it and various things, but Nick just did the basic color grading, and obviously we agreed upon that, and he just gave it to me because it's just going to, one, mate, but also just going to go as B-roll. It's not like main footage or piece to camera footage. So if you wanted that, probably going to be a little bit more expensive. Same with if you wanted the videographer to make you reels up or edit your videos, that's probably where a lot of the time comes from. Same with the photography. I got Emma to snap all the shots. She then edited them, filter on them, and sent them through. So I think all up for the day or for the couple of hours is $375, which isn't too bad to have some good shots that really stand out. But for the most of the time, I'm literally just using my iPhone that I'm recording on right now. So you guys can do that too. As I mentioned, I edit on CapCut. And the reason, as I've mentioned, why I want to document it is it's going to be such an exciting 58 days, a little bit longer, something that I want to look back on. There's going to be plenty of highs, plenty of lows. We're going to see some incredible landscapes throughout America. We're going to be obviously in the snowy landscapes of Alaska all the way to Montana to, you know, the top of Australia in Darwin. So we're going to see all seasons and all terrain. So I think it's going to be really cool. So make sure you subscribe to follow along. And I just think it's cool to document your life, to be able to look back. So that's some of the reasons why, as I said, why I chose to get a videographer for that day and just for a little bit of content. I'll probably do that once more before we head off, and we will have a videographer on the tour with us, on the trek with us, just taking the stress away of having to make these content pieces and think about that. I'd rather have someone else think of that for me. Same with the photos. I think, once again, capturing moments is really cool, but also putting content out there. We've got sponsors, we've got a message that we want to get across around raising awareness for mental health. So if you've enjoyed this one, make sure you hit subscribe. We'll see you next week for another episode on building towards 58 marathons in all 50 states of America and all 8 states and territories of Australia.